Okay, we are making a video because summertime's coming along and I'm super excited. Today we're going to go down to my shed and we're going to try to make some fishing lures. This is my first time. It could be quite interesting.
Come on!
So my plans at the moment is to look into making a local fishing lure company. Fishing is fantastic around here. That's why a lot of people from Sydney come out during holidays and they actually do visit. However, there's not a lot of local manufacturers around. So I want to get into the manufacturing of fishing lures. had my first run. And I'll tell you what, they make it look super simple on YouTube and all that. They make it look really easy. Had my first run and there's some bits and pieces that I'm not happy with. You can see there it's just it's gone down into the mould, so that's going to get thrown away. That's garbage. That's my major one there that I've had a problem with. This one here is dried back a lot, so I might end up throwing that as well. I had a massive problem with it actually drying back too quick as well. And that's because of this. Alright, got a hook slot one. Don't know if you can see into it or not. Got air bubbles in there, around there. These are hand pours, so I can use multiple different colours in there if I want. Alright. That's the end of the hand pours. Now here's an interesting one. This is one that I thought wouldn't work. And it's actually worked real good. That's the best one out of the whole lot so far. Next. Oh, this one felt a bit... Ugh. Oh man, that's turned out the best. Little swims. And they're going to be fantastic. I reckon the redfin will smash them up. As for the tail and everything, yeah, I think that super soft is pretty good. Oh, this is hard to get apart. Oh, they probably turned out the best. They shrunk up heaps, but actually I don't think... Oh no, they worked. They worked real good. They worked really good. The legs turned out good, everything turned out good on that. With a bit of a twin injector pump on that, and that'll turn out real good. So I got the hook slots on them as well. Got them with a bit of a cream coloured belly on them, like maybe a green top. I reckon I could throw them into the bush all day long. And we got some mega bass around here too, so they're like chunky footballs. At the moment I'm doing pricing to find out how much liquid it actually takes to make these, so I want to try and get an idea because it is taking a long time to get all these resources here because I'm not exactly near a capital city. Everything takes so long to get here. Oh, these are going to be awesome. Please be awesome. Please, 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 please. You know, I wasn't expecting much out of these, but these turned out pretty good. These are a 2-inch grub of a curly tail. Them tails turned out nice. That's what we're up to now. And I think I'm going to get back into editing. So I'm going to call it a day, do a cleanup. That was practice number 1. And I think I'm going to have to start moving stuff around here too. I didn't like the way it cooled down so quick. That cooled down way too quickly. Way too quickly for my liking anyway. Okay, it's now the afternoon. Everything's locked up, everything's done down there. And we've made some plastic baits. Obviously got a lot of moulds that I've purchased from overseas. Bit of a funny story as he shakes the shade at you. I actually ordered all this a year ago, so there was a problem with delivery because of COVID-19. So technically I should be in full swing right now, but I'm not. So I'm still waiting on a whole heap of colours, powders, glitters to come in. For some reason, we don't have a great deal of colourants here in Australia. Why? I don't know. But while I am ordering, I'm also going to go and get some medium or hardener for the plastic. Because as you can see there, that shouldn't be that droopy. It shouldn't. Now this here is obviously a shad. It's a, oh geez, what would that be? 5-inch shad? 5.5, 6-inch shad? What do I got here? Here's a ruler. Pretty crappy ruler. What's going on here? 6-inch shad. 6-inch shad. Now this is a fantastic kind of a bait that I'm going to make. I can have multiple different colours into this, but today I just ran single colour plastics. We've got something that I bought for Lake Lyell, and these are frogs. Now I'm going to have a look at some plastics for these frogs. I want to make them so that they float a little bit on the water. You can like pop them off the surface. That's in a perfect world how I want them to go. Obviously I've got a dual injector, which I should have here. The dual injector. Not a massive injector, but it's going to get us started on what we want to do. So I can put in split colours into the mould, so I can make like say if this was in an injector mould, I could have one side one colour and one side the other colour, like these frogs. My goal is to have one side being like a cream belly like the frog would have, and then the top side I like that to be dark green. You know, you'd see them, I could see them on a lily pad, they're dark green. So that's going to be, fingers crossed, injected with a dual injector is what we're going to run with it. And I'm looking forward to making these. They actually turned out really well, and the CNC machined moulds are fantastic. They are fantastic. I've also got the 4-inch. These are 4-inch shads. Don't know if you did see it or not. These are going to be fantastic for trolling, I think. Just with like a bit of a hook through the top, no lead weight or something like that. And I've actually got these. They worked out fantastic for hand pouring. I'm going to actually use 2 different kinds of moulds. I've got one with a hook slot in the bottom, so there's going to be an open spot at the bottom where you can peel it back and put your hook in to come out the top. That's something that I'm looking forward to making, and they would be the perfect size. Redfin bass, maybe, I'm not 100% sure, maybe yellow belly, they might target them if you're bouncing them off the bottom of It was the weed mats and all that. But I'm not thinking that that in a bright pink with a UV for trout, I reckon that'd probably nail it with a good hook set all the way back. I reckon that'd be fantastic. I've also got, which are still on the sprue, I've still got everything connected. It's like a little bait fish, sorry, not a bait fish, how would we say this, a panfish, your smaller fish. I've got lures for them, which you're not going to be able to see, obviously. It looks a bit odd because it's on the sprue still, and runner, obviously. But they're about a 2-inch grub, curly tail grub. I think with a good hook, which I'll be also making. That with a dual injected, maybe I don't know, like a fluoro kind of yellow with a purple or something like that. I reckon that'd go really nicely. I'm looking forward to seeing the action of that tail in the water too. I don't know, I might even just make them silver powdered kind of thing. Put a little bit of glitter in there. It might look like one of them little mosquito fish. Do something like that. But once again, just another panfish lure. And I'm thinking, because of how small they are and how delicate they are, I think I might have to put the hooks in these myself. To actually, you know, on forward them, because they are a really small bait. They're really small. 2 inches. I should have really went a bit bigger, and I might go a bit bigger in the future. More shads, obviously. The 4-inch. I think that's more the perfect size out here, and I can actually get really crafty with these ones and do multiple colours. With a lot of my moulds that I've got, they're only 2 colour moulds. I have seen triple injectors and triple C blocks, but I think it's worthwhile. I don't see the point in swirling it or anything like that at the moment either. Now, this was when, and I'm still learning, this is where I've cocked up. I actually run out of plastic while I was injecting it. So, from the bottom of the runner, this being the sprue, the runner, the lowest part of the block turned out beautifully. Absolutely beautifully. We're talking a 3-inch paddle tail. These look fantastic, and I hope to get these absolutely perfect. I've also got the hooks and everything to actually make for them with the lead weighted heads. I'm going to put the lead weight and everything on myself as well, so that is going to be fantastic. One that did turn out really good and I thought I was going to have problems with, it's going to be a lot of work down the track, obviously, but for now it worked out, and it worked out beautifully. It's like a vibe. So eventually I'm going to stick a lead piece in the center. I'm going to have the 2 swivels, top and bottom, anchor points, top, bottom and back, front and back. It's going to be pretty hard to see. I really need to have a good setup here on the bench. So there should be a wire trace running through the whole body, and that's going to be perfect for getting yellow belly. That is going to be off its face, that thing. Probably like a full matte black all the way over, maybe with a little bit of yellow or red UV on the chin. Don't do that, looks weird. But that injected beautifully, absolutely beautifully. and I think Graham from Lithgow Tackle and Lithgow Lures and Tackle, he was super keen on these, so that's going to be awesome. Apparently the boys can't get enough of these at the moment, so if I can get into these, it's going to be a lot of hard work doing wire framing and everything like that, which I've also got. I've also got the lead mould to make the lead moulds for them. So, actually now that I look at it, I've got a little bit of a divot in there. It didn't turn out 100% perfect like I wanted. Got a little bit of a scallop, you know. Still one of my favourite ones that I made today anyway. And of course just more shads. These are all the hand pulled ones obviously. I'd love to make a set of these that actually float a little bit on the surface. You can like chuck it up near the bank or something like that and see if the Murray cod or something come up and smack them right on the surface. That'd be pretty cool. It'd be great footage too. For now, I've still got to buy some more stuff, but I'm very close to being happy with the product. Even though it was my first time, I've learnt my lesson. I'm still getting used to some of the electronics down there as well. Microwaves, head temperatures, things like that. But everything's going to be fine. And I'll see you on the next video. Hopefully I'm going to get all this sorted. Next video, my plan is make a proper, make a full finished production lure and go out and get a fish. Fingers crossed anyway. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. That's going to help us out and get the word out about something local in town. It was a pair of scissors, which I did have a pair, I did have a pair. Oh, there they are, right there. More videos to come. Catch you then.